Is it a gun that sucks balls?
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome today.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Like dick piercing?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
Still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
I'll just kill some random dude.
His wishes.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail, the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
I've never exploded, but I know what it would be like. Don't ask me how, I just know. I've always just known.
On the other side of the table is Dr. Scientist.
Panel is just like Chelsea lately, but better. Because are you fucking kidding me? This is Panel.
And my name is Papa Scotch, and as I always say, I'm worried that the baby thinks people can't change. Welcome to Plotty Time. So we had the special episode last week, but I really screwed something up 2 weeks ago for the Papa Scotch's correction crevice.
Of course.
What was it?
I mentioned in the episode that there was a great Winston Churchill quote that was, America always does the right thing when it's completely run out of options.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out he never said that. That is a common misconception.
Wow.
Well,
You got something wrong on the internet.
depends which reality you're talking.
I'd be embarrassed if I was you.
It's the whole fucking, Berenstein Bear thing.
If we live in the Matrix, none of this matters, right?
What do you mean if?
Good point.
And it probably
Good
matters more.
point. How does it matter more?
It means
Unless
there's a
I
glitch
guess they're-
somewhere that's wrong.
Uh-oh.
That's a good point.
Neo, come save me.
But yes, that is incorrect.
Take your
I
red
said it.
pill.
Go look up Winston Churchill. He was a wild dude. He drank a lot.
There's a lot of misquotes out there.
Yeah. Him and Abraham Lincoln side by side.
But that's all we got for the correction crevice. So how about we get into our favorite segment of every week? What are you playing, watching, doing? We'll start where we always start. What's going on with you, Dr. Scientist?
Well, my quote was from a show I started watching again this week, the Jeselnik Offensive.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Okay.
I was just like bored, and I was like, oh, it's been so good. I mean, there's a lot of like,
Dated.
it was current. Yeah, it was dated stuff, but they're still funny.
Yeah.
Makes
I
me
love
laugh.
the bell of the ball.
Yeah, that and Sacred Cow are some of my favorite. When something's too serious to make fun of, we make a whole bunch of jokes about it. But Bell of the
Yeah.
Ball is, who wore it better, Barack Obama or Grimace? Grimace is the belle of the ball. But it's such a good show. If anybody can get a chance to watch it.
I was only on for like one season, or was it 2 seasons?
I think two.
Yeah.
There's like 15 episodes of it or something. But
I don't know if I know I've seen some of the episodes, but I certainly didn't see all of them.
Shark Party is still one of the greatest.
Is that the one where they, I think he talked about it in one of his bits, where they had like a countdown or something to flip out the next person someone was killed by a shark?
Yeah, because they got
What's the story there?
the people were threatened by, because the guy who was eaten by a shark, they celebrated the shark on this show, and then he was getting threats from like New Zealand where the guy died.
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't it something like, humans kill however many,
yeah.
like 2 million sharks a year, the sharks kill 1 human?
Yeah. And
So
he
he's
had-
like, let's pour one out for the sharks?
yeah,
you
and
know?
he had like strippers come out dressed as sharks.
Classic Jeselnik.
Yeah.
Imagine getting that job.
Hey,
Mom, I
they
got
made the
a
Super
gig.
Bowl a couple years after it.
That's true. You're right. The Super Bowl just took that. They had extra shark costumes lying around. I guess they took it and went with it. Oh, Jesus Christ. The Jeselnik Offensive, if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. I believe it's on Paramount Plus if you have that.
Not anymore. My month's up.
Nice.
And I also watched the first episodes of the What If Marvel thing and Lower Decks on Paramount Plus. The Star Trek cartoon. They're both pretty good.
Is it a new season of Lower Decks?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But they're releasing one a week. You know how that goes.
Seems like the last
Yeah.
season just came out not too long ago.
It feels like that, right?
But it was
I
during
remember
the
us
pandemic,
talking
I'm sure,
about it.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
But the pandemic's been going for almost 2 years now, so.
And I never remember anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't help. But is Lower Decks, is it more of a comedy or is it taken like seriously? I
It's
don't
a
know much
comedy.
about it.
It's more of a comedy. It's the story of the people who aren't famous on it. Like, Star Trek is kind of like the captain and the first day officer and like all these guys. These are just the
Right.
people who do the menial tasks. And
I get it.
And there's still some good stories in that group, not just with the...
yeah. It's more of a comedy.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And I watched the latest American Horror Stories episode. If you saw that,
I haven't seen it. Any good? Should I go back to it?
I think. Well, you didn't. What was the last one you saw? The movie one, with the zombies in the movie.
Yeah, the movie that turned everybody insane.
Yeah, the other one after that's okay, and the newest one was probably the best one.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Out of all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was entertained.
Scientist's opinion.
I mean, the other ones weren't great.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So this being the best one,
And if you're,
it's
you're
not
saying
fantastic,
one.
but it's still the best one.
Okay.
It was creepier than the other ones. I think it was about our national park system and stuff.
That is creepy.
Yeah. 2,000 people go disappearing every year in there.
I always wanted to be a forest ranger.
So did I. I thought about it when I saw it, and then after he dies, I was like, no. Spoiler alert.
It's a lot of schooling, though.
Is it really?
I think so.
In the show, he just moved from Australia to here. And then
You definitely need a fucking degree.
Probably in forestry.
Maybe.
Here goes the PPP we've been talking about.
It's more schooling than I'm willing to partake.
Yeah. In my 40s, I can't take that kind of schooling. I also watched the Monster Hunter movie. It's terrible. I wouldn't recommend it.
Monster Hunter.
With Mia Jovovich.
Oh, I watched it. I didn't think it wasn't good, but it wasn't terrible.
It's the worst thing that I've mentioned so far today.
That's not hard to do.
Yeah, he watches bad movies all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And I saw this other movie called I Am Not a Serial Killer, which was actually pretty decent.
It's about a serial killer.
Sort of.
No
Has Christopher
spoilers.
Lloyd in it.
Nice.
I think he's the only famous one. But it's about this kid who's like a sociopath, and then he kind of discovers like a serial killer's operating in the city, but everybody thinks it's kind of him that's doing it.
Okay. So it's just him trying to prove.
He's trying to actually find the killer and stop him.
Yeah.
He like his mom's a mortician, so he's kind of around all the dead bodies and stuff.
Interesting.
It's decent. It's a good watch.
Okay.
And the only game I played this week was I played more of Lair of the Clockwork God. It's pretty funny for if you like indie games. It's very self-aware, makes fun of itself.
That was one you were playing last week?
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks ago, obviously.
Yeah.
Not last week.
Yeah.
Because last week we talked about Sega games and how fucking awesome Comic Zone was.
Fuck yeah.
but yeah, it's the one where it's half point and click, half platformer.
Oh, yeah.
But it's funny
That
because
sounds
like
interesting.
the point and click guy's like, I refuse to jump. You got to find me a way there. And there's like a little lip he can't jump over.
Nice.
That's pretty great. It sounds like they really have fun with it.
They did. It's an interesting game, and the story's not bad actually so far.
All right.
Yeah, the world like ends, and you have to try and convince the computer that's protecting humanity to save the world.
Fair enough. I'm sold when you said the world ends.
But that's it. I'll probably finish it next week. What about you, Papa Scotch? What are you playing, watching, doing? Other stuff.
Well, thanks for asking. I'll start with my play news because I didn't watch too terribly much, but I've actually finished and beat Resident Evil Village.
When did you start it? Oh, you started it last week when you were hammering.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
2 weeks
3
ago.
weeks.
3 weeks ago, yeah.
What? Yeah. Yeah, that's how long ago. But, yeah, I finished it. I got through the story. There was a big twist at the ending, which I'm not going to ruin because the game is fairly recent.
Mm-hmm.
And one day we may cover it, but not that matters. We've ruined a bunch of games
Is
before.
it, I mean, a big twist? Do you mean like Resident Evil style big twist, or a big twist like it's not really that big of a twist?
M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Well, I
We
meant
see it
good.
coming along.
Yeah.
It was played like this huge, massive reveal, but the more I thought about it, the less it made sense.
Oh, classic Resident Evil.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty much Resident Evil. Resident Evil's like, dude, don't think too hard about this shit. Just enjoy the zombie murder. It'll be great. Like that's the ethos of Resident Evil.
We told you it was a twist to fucking take it.
Yeah. Now go buy the next one, you fucking asshole. But I think I'm gonna numb it. It's not like I got through the first run. I have money to buy stuff in the store, like a bonus content store.
Mm-hmm.
And if you buy that stuff, it doesn't affect future runs. So I can buy like infinite ammo with a submachine gun and then roll through the hardest difficulty with infinite ammo, and it's really not that tough.
That doesn't even make it harder
Yeah,
anymore.
it's just, well, I think it's numbable, so I think I'll go for it.
All right. Good shit.
I played like half of a game, maybe a half-ass game of zombies.
Mm-hmm.
You're really falling out
Season
of that.
5?
No, I just downloaded and looked at season 5 like right before this. I didn't even play it. I just looked at it. I'm interested to see the new field upgrade and the new perks, see how they work out.
Fair.
The death perception perk seems pretty cool because it gives you like danger indicators if someone's behind you,
Oh, nice.
which is neat. And if you max it out, you can see items like they glow on the ground or through walls.
That's pretty
So that's
sweet.
pretty cool. That might be pretty cool to do the Easter eggs. Easier to find shit.
Yeah.
Man, I really couldn't tell if you were still talking about Resident Evil or if you were talking about zombies on Call of Duty.
I mean,
anymore.
what does it fucking matter anymore? Like,
All he plays is zombie games.
I guess that's how it all happened. I still keep saying every so often I'm going to go back to Star Wars Rogue Squadrons because I played that for like 8 minutes. Like because I have some friends on my hockey team that want to play online and they're all about it. And you have to get to online level 5 before you can like join team matches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like the online level 5 is like 2 hours of online gameplay. Like it's not hard to get to level 5, and I'm still not there. So
it'd be
I keep
cool
saying I'm gonna do shit.
if there was a way to like see how many zombies in all games you've killed in your entire life have been. What the thing is.
That would be like just a ticker.
Yeah, because I know I killed 52,000 in Prototype.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And then some.
Yeah.
I feel like the number, if I came up with a number, it's either going to be way too high or way too low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 trillion.
Yeah, like I'll say 500,000. They're like, actually, you did
5 million.
3 million in Call of Duty Zombies alone, or something crazy like that. I'm like, God damn it! I don't want dude. I just don't want to explore that information, and I don't want to know. It's fine. I don't want to know that.
It's good.
I don't want the reality to hit me in the face. Like, dude, look at you, you fucking loser. How do you keep playing the same game? I don't need that in my life. So watching stuff. The count right now, Dr. Scientist. 37 more episodes of Supernatural.
Oh, that's a season and a half.
I watched 4.
I was going to say, it's not much.
Yeah, it's not much. It's not much, but I'm moving forward. And then the other thing, oh, God damn it. So I got like the editing done Monday morning before work. I got a bunch of stuff done around the house. I was so excited. Monday night I was doing the editing. Tuesday morning I got done. It was Tuesday evening. I was so excited to just play video games and just fucking chill because I had a free night to do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I like shut down work. It's about 10 after 5. 5:15, a storm rolls in. My power's fucking out, son. And not like it flickered a couple times as the storm was going on, and it was a decent storm. There were trees down, there were street lights down for like 24 hours.
Nice.
And by the way, public service announcement: if you see a street light that's out, you treat it like a stop sign. A lot of people don't know that, apparently. At least not in the state of Virginia.
A traffic light.
Traffic light. There you go.
Yeah, he was saying
Traffic
street
light.
light. I was thinking, well, if they fall down, you're stopping every fucking 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's a good point. No, sorry, traffic light, traffic signal.
Yeah.
It might be different in a different rule than.
No, that's the rule everywhere.
I think each state has their own driving rule. I mean, it's probably the rule.
If a light's down, just floor it.
It's probably
Yeah,
the
exactly.
rule, but
Oh, the light, no color showing. Better gun it. Like that's
I know
not
there's
how it is.
like certain states where U-turns are okay and you can just speed down the shoulder if you want, but you can't do that in our state.
What is the rule in Pennsylvania about right turn on red?
Depends.
As long as it doesn't sign, it
Yeah,
doesn't say you
if
can't.
the sign says no turn on red, you can't do it. But otherwise,
So you can normally do it.
Yeah,
It's just
anywhere else.
when it's posted no right turn on red, you cannot do it.
Yeah,
And obviously the state is still very anti U-turn.
yeah. Even if the light says wait for green, you can turn on red.
yeah. As long as it just doesn't say no turn
I
on red.
googled that because I hit that light every fucking day on my way home. I'm like, I can turn on this, right?
Fair enough. That's a good point. So, 4 more episodes of Supernatural. I'm gonna to finish the story. On Thursday, my power went out, and like my backup batteries for my internet and the server died in like 20 minutes. Because I mean, they're more there for power blips, right? They're there, so I don't have to restart everything if it's down for a minute or something. Oh man, that was Dutchy. So,
Dawn for a minute now.
every time I go back to Pennsylvania, I do the Dutchy accent because it makes my girlfriend laugh, and now I think it's just starting to happen. Like, do you ever do that where you say something to fuck with somebody and it just sticks, and you're like, oh god, I say that now.
We used to do that at work, and I can't remember. We purposely fuck up phrases, and now I can't remember which the real one is anymore.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Catch-22, I can't remember if it's Catch-22 or Catch-21. I think it's 22.
It's 22.
But
22.
we say 21 at work all the time, and it confuses me.
Oh no, man, it's a Catch-21. No, it doesn't ring. Doesn't have the same ring to it as Catch-22.
Yeah,
you hear it all
when
the
you say it all the time.
Yeah, but yeah, it's right. If I hear it all the time, I guarantee you within a couple months, I'm like, shit, is it Catch-22? Like, I guarantee that would happen. Absolutely. So yeah, because my girlfriend does this thing where she'll take a drink of something refreshing and then do the. So I'm starting to do it to make fun of her because she didn't even realize she was doing it.
Oh, I thought she was doing it
And
as
now
a
it's
joke.
starting to stick.
So did I.
No, she does it like for real.
Wow.
But anyway, and then I also watched, after the fucking power outage, it was out for 6 goddamn hours. I watched Suicide Squad.
The new one?
Yeah.
Yes, is that called The Suicide Squad?
Oh,
or
I
just
don't know. I
Suicide
have
Squad?
no idea.
I think it's just Suicide Squad.
Everyone's saying how great it was. I thought it was fine.
Is it the best DC movie ever or the greatest DC movie ever?
Oh.
I think, and I've thought about this, not that hard, but I've thought about it a little bit, and I think Shazam is better. I think...
And not counting the Nolan Batman movies.
No, not counting Nolan. Just like the new ones, the post-Nolan ones.
DC Extended Universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Wonder Woman was better, the first one.
Hmm.
Oh, no, I liked
that's
it.
that's
I
all
watched
that
it too
really
this week.
That's all that really comes to mind. I mean, I thought it was fine. I didn't dislike it.
Yeah.
I just didn't think it was as good as everyone said.
Understandable.
Fair.
It had some moments. It's just all the characters are supposed to be villains, and they're doing this job. And when they die, like, I just don't care because
They're villains.
no one in this story is a good person. Like,
It's not what it makes you believe at the end,
yeah, supposedly.
I guess. I don't fucking know.
The real good person was the friends we made along the way.
Deep.
There you go. I mean, there were a couple good bits. There were a couple good death scenes. There was a couple good, like, really lame superheroes that turned out to be fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought John Cena was really good in it. I'm excited to see him again in it.
I don't
as
think he's ever
Peacemaker.
had him and like The Rock are both, and Dave Bautista, like former wrestlers that become actors are always decent.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they do. They act their whole lives.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think John Cena is the least. I don't think people think of John Cena in the same way they think of Dave Bautista now or The Rock, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's. What did you think I was going with that?
No, I was just remembering the movie, like when they first meet him, and he's like, "How can you shoot better than me? I'm perfect." He's like, "I use smaller bullets. They go through your bullet holes. Don't even touch the walls." I just thought it was funny.
I just love the scene where he's in the woods and they're like, "So you're called Peacemaker, yeah? And you kill a lot of people. I will kill everybody on this goddamn planet to make sure there's peace." And she's just like, "What the fuck's you? What? Like, that's not how this works."
If you told me, if there was a beach full of dicks and you told me to suck each one,
I would.
I would for peace. So
See, it had its moments. I mean, if you're in the mood for a dumb action movie, go for it.
yeah, there you go.
I think I watched some other shitty horror movie that I can't remember, so I guess it wasn't that great.
Nice.
Fair enough.
And then we were also watching this British horror movie that I fell asleep in the middle of. About these two people that move into a home and it's haunted and weird shit happens. It's,
I might
standard
have seen
shit.
that movie.
It's called British horror
probably-
movie.
It's called A Bit of Ghosts.
Nice.
But yeah, that's all I did. So what about you, Sir Chump Slap? What are you playing, watching, doing? What's going on with you?
Oh, I ain't playing shit.
Okay.
I played golf for like 4 holes, and then I really shanked one of the drives, and I just turned it off after that.
Nice. Rage quitted golf.
Yeah. I was like, this isn't peaceful at all. But I watched a bunch of shit. You know how I do.
Word.
Watched Suicide Squad. Thought it was okay. It's
Man.
pretty good. I mean, it's no Marvel movie. Doesn't take itself seriously at all.
It really did not. No.
No, it was just
Which
fun
is-
time.
But that's the thing, though. That movie didn't take itself seriously at all, and it had fun. But all the other DC Universe movies take themselves super seriously.
Yeah, they do.
So it feels weird in that universe.
Yeah, but I don't know. It worked. Good for it. I watched this movie called Dark Web: Cicada 3301.
That this is that is that the first one like that, or is there?
I think it's the only one. I don't
Okay.
know. It was.
I've heard about it, but I don't
I
remember
think
if there was
it's a
one
Hulu
before there.
movie. Or at least that's where I watched it. It's got like Ron Funches. There's a secret society that you have to do all these fucking puzzles to get into, and the NSA wants in on it and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was all right.
What does cicadas have to do with it? Do they release
It was just
cicadas?
the name of the secret society. It was Cicada 3301.
Cicadas fucking suck.
Isn't I thought it was 3031, but
Nope.
33.
3301, son. Looked it up twice because I'm not getting made fun of again for Tomorrow War instead of Future War.
Okay.
But yeah, it's all right. If you're into, I don't know, just for a movie that's about stupid internet shit that doesn't make any sense, then check it out.
Kind of like this podcast.
Yeah. Except for the movie's got a bigger budget.
Okay.
Watched a movie called A Classic Horror Story.
Dude, all of these horror movies are just running together.
I know.
Like, I feel like I've seen this, and at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if I've
You
heard
just
of
hear the
this.
name. It's like I've definitely watched a movie with something at least similar to that title.
Yeah.
Oh, very similar. Like 3 or 4 of them. That's could be interchangeable, probably. What is this one about?
This one's about a guy who, well, it's about a bunch of people who were in a car crash, and they end up in this cabin in the woods, and there's like this cult there, and they kill off these people. They cut their tongues out, tear their eyes out, and I don't know, it's kind of making fun of itself, but it's serious too, because it's an Italian horror movie, and they talk about how there's been no good Italian horror movies in a while.
Is it like... So it's played seriously. Is it anything... Did you see The Ritual?
Yeah.
Because you're setting this up to sound a lot like The Ritual.
No. It's kind of, well, the tagline was like Cabin in the Woods meets Midsummer, because there's this weird cult. They have like this long table scene that's just like fucking out of Midsummer. And then
So that's what they
Okay.
did to sell it. They lied about how good it was going to be.
they really just take tropes and
Like Cabin
plot
in the Woods
lines,
did.
yeah, from every fucking horror movie, and just smush them together and be like, hey, this is a great Italian horror movie. I don't know. It's pretty good. Give it a go. I don't want to ruin the ending for you or nothing, but it's a fun one.
All right.
I guess we'll just get into the slapper of the week. Jesus shows you the way to the highway.
I really thought you started with cheeses. And I was like,
Jesus shows you the way to
all right,
the highway.
all right. It's like, what was that movie with the Red Hot Chili Peppers in it? And they drive a big monster
The
truck.
Chase.
The Chase. It's like The Chase, but with Jesus.
I'd watch that.
I'd watch that too.
I'm gonna guess that this is about I don't know. It's Jesus comes down and takes a vessel. I guess I'm watching too much Supernatural. But then he does a journey of self-discovery with 2 friends on a road trip across the country.
Jesus had nothing to do with any of it.
Oh.
It's
False advertising.
very strange. Well, there's this guy named Jesus in it, and he does point out the way to the highway at one point. That's it.
Okay.
Nice.
And it's these CIA people, and one of them's he's like, this is my last job. I'm going to quit after this, blah, blah, blah. I want to open a pizza shop because he just loves pizza. I mean, he It's like a hobby of his.
Who doesn't love
He
pizza?
makes pizza.
It is pretty great.
And they have a VR world called Psycho Book that is being infiltrated by the Soviet Union. And they're put in this world to try to get them out and like fucking just make sure. I don't know. It's fucking strange as hell. But it's just weird. It's on purposely bad dubbing, I think.
On purposely?
On purposely. That's what I said.
On purpose. You heard the man.
Did I stutter? And it's just very strange. The main guy in it, he's weird. He doesn't have a neck, really. He's got like some weird back problem. I don't know. That's all I could tell you about it is this virtual world. This guy gets put in it. You're not supposed to die in it. He gets hurt in it. Yada, yada. Weird shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesus shows him the way to the highway at the end.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like the Jesus comes down and shows him.
No, the other guy named Jesus.
It's another guy named Jesus who's in the virtual reality world too. And
I must have missed that stat.
yeah, it's
Sorry.
really
Fool.
If you look it up, you'll be like, "What the fuck is this?" Don't watch it if you have epilepsy or problems with flashing lights and colors, because the intro and the fucking credit roll are just insane.
That seems like a dumb idea to put in your thing. But
Yeah, there's not like a warning or anything before it. But it's fucking strange. It's just one of the strangest movies I've seen in a long time. Slaps super hard. So go out and watch Jesus Shows You the Way to the Highway. I believe it's on Amazon.
Well, there you go. Jesus shows you the way to the highway. Check it out.
Fuck yeah.
That'll take us to our favorite segment of every week, which is Video Game News / Stuff.
Extra, read all about it.
News. So I only have 3 items today. The first one is more of a conversation topic, but the new game Back 4 Blood
Oh, the
that's
Left 4 Dead
coming out
ripped
in a
off?
few months. Yes. That game has been gone out in beta mode, and people are I'm seeing a lot of mixed reviews. Some people are saying it's fast paced, it's great, it's awesome, and then some people are saying, it's not good enough.
Mm-hmm. Well, you'll have this.
Yeah, you never know which one's the actual one because someone will say either one.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't trust any fucking reviews anymore.
I don't either. It's just
The only ones I
say
trust
it-
are the 2.5-star ones, and then I read them.
the one review I saw, they were saying that it feels like Left 4 Dead, but it's been entirely updated. It's the same formula. In the beta, I guess they had like up to 8 different missions you can play, so they're expecting the game to be bigger than Left 4 Dead, obviously.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead was only like 4.
So, do you guys have any interest in this? I kind of
Nope.
do.
Not really, because I don't have friends to play with, and
I didn't.
everything I've heard about is the AI is horrible when you play solo. They just stand there and get killed.
And they had that little
Let's beta.
that tiff, remember, from last week. We talked about it
Yeah,
off air
yeah.
where
2
it
weeks ago?
really sounded like they
Yeah.
were saying the N-bomb
Mm-hmm.
to
So they made it louder.
They were saying dinger.
I don't know. They're on Twitter. You can look them up if you want. It has since been patched and fixed. They said they said that it was the result of 2 audio clips playing on top of one another.
Yeah,
Yeah, which two?
That's a great question. Which 2 make that work?
Yeah.
And why are they always playing on top of each other?
That's another.
I mean, I
more
was
than one
making fun of
person.
the Colorado Rockies fans, but this is more ridiculous.
So I don't know. I think it looks interesting. Maybe I'll give it a shot.
I mean, I never played Left 4 Dead, so I don't think I'll ever give this a shot.
Left 4 Dead was fun if you had friends.
Yeah, there we go.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
That's the rub.
Maybe we'll get some plotty timeians.
Yeah.
Or some slap culture followers. I don't know what we call our fans. We don't have enough fans to make them have a Legion name. So,
All 5 of them.
yeah. You can get, if you got a name for the plotty time fans, you could call them the basketball team without a full
Plotheads.
bench.
Is that stolen from something, though, isn't it?
I think Plotheads is already a podcast
Okay.
somewhere.
I don't know. What consists of 5 people? The bullpen? There's only fucking 5 of them. Yeah, so then the second piece of news I have is news coming out of Remedy Studios, the people who made the game Control.
Mm-hmm.
They previously announced that there's going to be a PvE game called Condor. It is a 4-player co-op game that is set in the same universe as Control. They still don't have a date, but that has been announced. It's going to come out. But they also announced in this new investor call that they are starting work on the sequel for Control. They said a much bigger budget Control game. So they didn't say it's a sequel.
Yeah, they just were like,
Well,
putting more money into
You didn't
it,
play
guys.
the DLC, did you?
I played like an hour of it.
I don't know. Kind of ruined Control for me.
Did it? I gotta give it a shot.
So fun
I
to
gotta set it up.
play.
Yeah, like setting it in the universe of Control. What does that mean? I mean, the Hiss are only in the building. So
Are they?
yeah, that was the point.
Yeah. Okay, maybe that's. I don't know. Maybe someone else goes into the building.
You gotta.
I don't know.
You gotta
I'm just
play the
throwing
rest
out
of
ideas.
the.
Maybe they make a
DLC.
bigger building.
Okay, you're saying if I play the DLC, then these questions I'm asking are very dumb. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, kind of.
I think he's just calling it
Okay.
dumb.
I did that too, but
Wow,
Yeah.
rude.
Life's a lot harder when you're stupid. And then the last piece of news well, it's not even the news. Technically, it's still a rumor, but it's gaining a lot of steam lately.
Oh, speculation.
oh, nice.
Rockstar is reportedly remastering the PS2 era Grand Theft Auto
Oh, yeah.
trilogy.
Fuck them. I'm done
Yeah,
with
fuck
Rockstar.
them.
The PlayStation
Yeah.
2 version of Grand Theft Auto 5 they're releasing.
Vice
Yeah, it's
City.
supposedly supposed to be GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas,
Yeah.
and that it supposedly could arrive later this year.
I mean,
I'm like, dude, if they make those games and entirely put them in the PlayStation 5 engine, or not the
Still
PlayStation
wait
5
for
engine,
PlayStation 6 or Grand Theft Auto 6.
the GTA 5 engine. If these games are the exact same games, but they look like GTA 5 and operate like GTA 5, I might give it a shot.
maybe.
But if they're just slightly nicer versions of the previous games, just no, man. I played them. I played the shit out of all of them.
They should push them all into one world where you could play them.
All together.
Yeah.
Like one map.
Yeah. That'd be
Oh,
sweet.
see, dude, that just GTA
Or-
5. They had 3 different characters that you could play either one at any time.
Or they
Yeah.
can just make GTA 6.
Or yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think
that'd
that's
be
gonna
sick.
come out. I really don't think that's a real game.
The world's going to end before it gets
Yeah.
released.
But they were saying that it could be a late October, early November release.
This
Is
year?
tentatively planned.
Yeah, because they don't have to do anything. They already
that's
have it
true,
all made.
yeah.
And the engine for the new one.
It just reason people are saying this news has been around for a long time, or this I should say this rumor. It's not news. It's not confirmed. But Take-Two Interactive, they recently confirmed that they have plans to announce 3 unannounced iterations of old games alongside current gen ports of GTA 5 and GTA Online.
They might have plans to announce announcements.
No. They have plans to release 3 unannounced iterations of old games. So they're remastering 3 old games. The news of the original trilogy got out there, the rumor, the buzz, so everyone assumes that's what
they
it is.
heard
It
3,
could-
so it's like the
for
first
all,
3 games.
For all we know, it could be like fucking Bully and State of Emergency and something else.
Yeah. That'd probably be better.
Dude,
guess.
did you
I don't
play
know.
State of
I've never
Emergency?
played any of those.
That game was a hot sack of shit. I'll tell you what. I was so excited. Did I ever say that on the podcast? I don't think I told that story where I was really excited because I played GTA 3 and then State of Emergency was the next Rockstar game and I was really hyped and I bought it day one for like $50 and it was so bad. Like the whole game took place in like a riot where everyone's running around like chickens with their heads cut off and you're supposed to be doing missions like all calm and collected while everyone's running around.
Doesn't sound
It's
that
bad.
terrible, but
Sounds
Oh,
like
dude,
every
just-
Call of Duty game.
Just YouTube any of it. You'll be like, wow.
all right, maybe we'll do that game.
I don't even know if there's a story.
Fair enough.
But that is all I have for video game news / stuff. So how about we get into this game? How does that sound?
Ooh, you guys ready?
Because we have a gem here.
Fuck yeah.
We've done worse.
Have we?
Yes. I think so. According to my score, it's not that bad.
Well, this is a game where we ask the question, can a resurrected witch save America? We're going to find out with the game Bullet Witch.
Whoa.
It was released in Japan July 27th, 2006, and then almost, 9 months later, February 27th, 2007 in North America.
That's like 3 months.
Whatever.
No, dude.
You
July's
said November
the
to...
7th.
Oh, July. Okay. I thought you said November.
July to 7 months. You know what? I don't care. It's 7 months.
Yeah.
That's what it is now.
That's what it is.
The number one song in North America on February 27th, 2007 was What Goes Around Comes Around by Justin Timberlake.
Ooh, banger.
What goes around, comes around, comes around and goes. Yeah, that was a good one.
I think that's how it went, right?
Something like that.
Why wouldn't it?
And the number one movie, do you guys know what the number one movie is? You have guests?
2007? I couldn't tell you because 2000.
In February 2007, Good Luck, Chuck.
That's not a bad guess. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly,
Really,
that's not.
yeah. It's better than anything I could have come up with.
Now I gotta check what Good Luck Chuck was released. But
Yeah,
the
no,
number
me too.
one-
I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, you find that and then I'll go with the number one movie, Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage.
Get the fuck out of here.
I didn't know that ever hit number one.
It had to, right? Everyone was psyched, and then they watched it like, oh.
Yeah. They paid for the ticket and then what a letdown. It's no Drive Angry, I'll tell you that.
I don't think I've seen Drive Angry.
You're doing yourself a disservice.
Oh,
Go fucking watch
It was September 21st, 2007. It was Good Luck,
Ah,
Chuck.
dude, that was the
That
year.
was-
Good job. Like, I'll give that to you. Good job. Good luck, Chuck. Isn't that the one where everyone who has sex with
Yeah.
Dane Cook then meets like their person?
Yeah, the
Oh
next person
my
they sleep with is
God,
like the
yeah.
person of their dreams or something.
Gross.
Yeah, it was pretty gross. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, so a gallon of gas cost $2.30, by the way. The game was released
Thanks,
for
Obama.
Xbox 360 and PC, developed by Cavia and published by AQ Interactive. It is a single-player third-person shooter written by Yoichi Take and Akira Yasui.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a real attempt at those names.
You nailed
I don't
it.
know if I did the disservice. I apologize, but the rest of the names are really, really dumb. And Dr. Scientist, you're going to tell us all about them.
Am I?
This is my
No.
game.
Sir Chump Slap. Sir Chump Slap is going to tell us all about them. Sir Chump Slap, you picked this game, so tell us what it's all about.
Okay. Well, said Bullet Witch is named Alicia, and she carries this giant ornate gun / wand / broom. And, well, the story starts 2007. Quake kills a bunch of people. 2008. Global warfare. 2009. Viruses wipe out millions of people. 2010. Climate change. The year. 2011.
We laugh, but it's going to kill us in 5 years.
Yeah.
At least, if we're lucky.
Right. 2011. There's walking corpses, dead, whatever.
If you were
You're just
Paying
glossing over zombies?
you're paying attention
Really?
there, that's war, pestilence, famine, and death you just named.
Oh. Well, they're not. They're called geists in this game, not The Walking Dead,
Yeah.
not zombies, nothing. Because they're different.
Yeah, they're not exactly zombies.
I don't think so. But anyway, 2012, all the nations collapse. Everyone. 2013, demons rule and slaughter everybody. Casualties, innumerable.
Say that 5 times fast.
No, sir.
Innumerable.
Killed it. Anyway,
Awesome.
so the game starts. You're fighting some of these Geist demon warrior things that have like a head on their chest.
I thought it was kind of like a hoodie made of skin. But it's hard to tell on the graphics.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the head was in the same place on all of them.
Yeah.
I think you're very excited about other people's skin as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were big fans of skin. Whatever.
Okay. Anyway, keep going. I got to go grab a package that just came. Keep going, though.
All
I'll
right.
be right back.
So these Geists are walking around, And Alicia's like, well, that means there's a major demon here. So
Yeah, I guess that's what that means.
we're going to have to take it out. So you take a bridge into the city to get to the main body, as they call it, which is the big demon. Help a couple humans on the way.
With the greatest name ever.
What?
Max Cougar.
Oh, that's the next line, yeah.
Oh.
You blow up a floating brain man. I don't know what the hell that was. They don't really talk about it.
I thought it was kind of controlling them, maybe.
Oh, maybe like a commander of their armies.
Yeah, kind of like the floating brains from Futurama.
Okay, yeah, let's go with that. Fuck it.
But I mean, I don't know for sure.
But then you run into Max Cougar.
Which is one of the greatest names of any video game we've ever done.
Got the name you love to touch. But he's a leader of, I guess they're military people, troops of some sort.
Some sort of thing.
And he's like, hey, you're the one with the demonic, right? You're like, what the fuck? Okay, yeah. And she tells him, yeah, I'm a witch.
Yeah, so what? Big whoop. What are you going to do about it?
Want to fight about it? And you run into a giant called a Giga.
I assume it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Any other kind of giant Gigas.
Gigas.
Anyway, you want to say it? They're all the same.
Yeah, exactly. But it's this giant type of undead demon, whatever. And you can't kill it because it's immune to your magic and your bullets don't go through its shields. Yada, yada, yada.
Then you kind of just run away.
Yeah, that's it.
You can't kill it.
You can't kill it. There's nothing you can do about it. So you're like, fuck it.
Retreat!
Oh, wait, that's not the one.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
you kill the Giga, no problem.
Yeah, I thought I just wrote it down wrong because you fight the Gigas and kill him, and then you fight the next guy.
Yeah, the next guy is a big fucking giant demon. He's got 3 snakes for an arm. And that's the guy you can't hurt with any bullets or magic or nothing.
Demons are wont to do.
Yes.
Later on, we do find out why she has because I wrote in my notes here, why does she have demonic powers
Yeah, we find that all
and
out
nobody
later.
else does?
So bullets, magic can't hurt this thing. So you decide, well, I don't know what to do. Maxwell's like, let's go in the fucking sewer, dude. I know a place. And you're like, okay.
I like how you called him Maxwell when he's got so much of a cooler name.
Well, his name is Maxwell. Max
Cougar.
Max Cougar, Maxwell Cougar. Either way, it's really good.
I love how they specify that it's Maxwell Cougar. It's not Max Cougar. That guy's so fucking weird.
You go into a sewer, and Max is like, dude, I got this hideout. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine down here. So you get to the hideout, boom, everyone's already dead. He's like, that sucks.
Yeah, he kind of takes it like it happens all the time.
Yeah, he's like, shit. And again? All right.
This is where we're supposed to care about him, right? Because he's like, it never gets easier when I lose some fellow soldiers or something like that.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem to care.
Yeah.
Not really. He just goes right back to killing.
Yeah, and hitting on Alicia.
Yeah, it is kind of cringy.
It's real bad. And while you're down there, he's like, here, I got this little fucking book. Why don't you check it out? And it's a journal from a man he writes in it that his daughter died, and he's got to try to get her back.
A story as old as time.
And it talks about how there's this place in the woods where he performed a ritual and opened a portal. So they're like, this has to be the place. This is where all the demons are coming from. Let's fucking go. Alicia's like, shit, yeah, man. It's what I'm here for.
So how much of humanity's dead by this point? It's got to be most of it,
Innumerable.
Innumerable, yeah.
right? Innumerable, you're right. Sorry, you're right. We did go over this. You're right.
But you do still see a lot of civilians running around when you're getting attacked. So
That's why I was confused, because they were running around as if their daily lives got...
interfered
Yeah.
with.
Like they were at a coffee shop just chilling, but...
Yeah, you think they'd be hiding somewhere.
Yeah, these demons are like about... I got the impression from the demons or the way that everyone was talking that the demons were like about to wipe out all the humans.
Yeah, that's kind of what the way it
pretty
sounded.
much is what they're talking.
But
But
then
this
you
is
see
like
these
the
people in
la-
like regular clothes running around getting coffee.
Yeah.
I can't believe my Starbucks is closed.
Yeah.
Probably pissed off that they got to wear a mask.
Nice.
So you're like, okay, well, the dead are coming from the forest. That's where we're going.
Yep. All out offensive on the forest. Go.
You hear this demonic voice in your head all the time. They don't really go into where it comes from or anything.
Yeah, I was kind of confused a little bit. Unless it's just like something that gives her power. I don't know.
I don't know, because the voice tells you, it's like, yeah, the forest is what you're looking for. Go do it. So you go board a plane, jump on. You're like, all right, Max, we're all going to the forest. And while you're in the air, a fucking another big-ass demon comes and attacks the plane. So you're like, I got this. You kick the fucking door open.
Yeah, I like how you kick the door open and everybody's just like okay with it. Like,
like, hey, whatever.
yeah, dude, I'm breathing fine. This is great.
It's like, you do you. We're at a low enough altitude. Even though they say, I didn't think a demon would attack us at this high of an altitude.
Maybe the atmosphere is different since demons took over. I don't know.
It could be, because later on they tell you that the air changes color because of all the deadly poisons and shit.
Sexy.
Yeah.
You fight this demon.
You're on top of the plane fighting a demon. You fucking kill it. Yada, yada. And the plane, you get back in, you're like, everyone's like, yeah, fucking A. And you're like, no, I accidentally hit a fucking engine. We're going down.
Yeah, I love how
Emergency
the plane was flying perfectly fine. And then she's like, actually, I hit an engine. And then all of a sudden the engine blows up. And the plane starts to go down.
Yeah, it seems like she has some type of future seeing powers as well.
That's convenient.
It's almost like a Seinfeld thing where it's like, oh, everything's gonna be great. No, I kind of fucked it up.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's weird.
Emergency landing.
So the plane crashes, emergency landing, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people get hurt. But you just so happen to be within walking distance of the Army HQ you were on your way to.
Which I guess is right outside the forest.
Yeah, why were you going to the HQ?
I think this was all supposed to go meet up to it.
Oh,
the
yeah.
forest, but
You're going to the HQ to get helicoptered in and
Yeah.
dropped in the forest. All right. So you make it to HQ. Max rallies all the troops. He's like, let's fucking do this. This is our Independence Day type
I was
shit.
inspired, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, right.
Were you?
No.
So you guys get on a chopper. There's 2 choppers that go into the forest. I have the chopper get shot down. Does that happen? I make that
I
up.
believe one of them does.
There you go. One of them gets
Like
shot
immediately.
Yeah.
down. And it's not the one you're on, so you're lucky. And you end up in a church of some sort where there's all this info about a sacrificed man.
Yeah, it's kind of like a satanic church that they almost kind of try and make it out to be.
Yeah. And all the people just... There's normal people in there, and then they turn into demons with big heads. I didn't understand any of that. But,
Guess it's just game mechanics-y.
yeah.
I'm just going to write it off as that.
And then there's a big painting or a fresco
Yeah.
of the sacrificed man, and his body is serving as the gateway, allowing demons to come in. You're like, okay,
Now we know how to stop them.
now we got to just kill this man, this dude. So you're like, all right, let's go, man. So you get to the dude.
Yeah, I guess you fight your way through the forest to get to him.
Yeah, you fight a bunch of shit. Get to the guy. He's at this spiky pit, and you're like, what the fuck? And
Did we talk about the newspapers at any point?
No.
Oh shit, no.
They're like newspaper articles that, like, I thought humanity was on their last leg and about to end, and then these new papers have these fucking witty retorts to whatever's going on screen.
You must have journalists following you around these fights.
Yeah, how
That's
do they
what-
know
yeah,
all this
'cause
shit?
That's what I was thinking. And they're like, they have fucking jokes. And this is a war between demons and humans.
Yeah,
They're like, a witch helped us save the world. And so I guess newspapers are still running.
Mm. Well, they're doing better than they are in 2021, so.
oh, well, it was
Ooh.
2013, so.
Take that, newspapers.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, way to support a dying media.
Jerks.
Bitch.
We got him.
But anyway, you're talking to this guy. Not really. He just hands you another part of the journal. And
Yeah, because the guy's kind of like hanging over the pit.
yeah, he's like hanging over the pit, half eaten alive, kind of like.
I guess he's dying but can't die, maybe? I don't know.
It's like an undead,
Yeah.
let's say. He's a
I
living
thought-
corpse.
Yeah, like the pit was taking him or using him,
yeah,
but he was still alive.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it goes into detail. But you look at the journal and you're like, oh shit, that's my dad.
Yeah,
He
you're
brought-
the girl who's supposed to die in the airplane
Yeah.
in the beginning.
He's like, oh my God, my dad brought me back. And because he brought me back, all these demons are coming in this world. And she's like, she says something like, this is why I'm a witch. Because she loves to tell people she's a witch, but I wouldn't have guessed witch.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's
No,
what
I
you're
mean,
calling
I don't
yourself.
know what about her makes her a witch other than a large weapon.
And she can control lightning, but I mean,
Yeah.
that doesn't make you a witch.
And fire and tornadoes.
These are all things I do not think about when I hear witch.
No.
Like
And
at all.
If you remember from our Bayonetta episode, he doesn't know much about witches.
No.
I do not.
I didn't see
That
a
is correct.
cauldron or a wart or a frog.
Or an Eye of Newt spell.
Yeah, come on. He knows a little bit about witches.
I know the score.
So you're like, you know what, Dad? You fucked up. Shouldn't have brought me back. You should have let me die.
And now I got to kill
Now
all
I have
these
to
demons.
kill you, asshole. So you kill him. And that's about it. You just kill him. And you decide, oh, we got to go back to the city. Oh, that was part of your agreement with Maxwell was, I'll help you do this, but then I got to come back to the city
Yeah.
to fucking fight this demon.
So I guess you kind of saved the world because you stopped more demons from coming.
Yeah, you
in.
closed the demon hole.
Yeah.
Can't fucking, there's no arguing
Oh,
that.
there's lots of nights I closed the demon hole.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Yeah, up top.
Hi-yo.
So back in the city, it's fucking totally destroyed. I don't know how long you've been gone.
This seemed to me out of place a little bit.
Why?
Like you closed the demon thing. You're like, oh, all right, no more demons. You're like, all right, let's just have a little side story back in town for a little bit.
Well, that's what, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, why'd she even go help him?
Yeah.
I guess to close the demon hole.
Yeah, but it makes it seem like you've already done the most important thing, and now you got to do this little.
Oh, you got to clean it up now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. But you're there. You're like, let's try this big fucker with the fucking snake arms again.
Yeah. And we'll work as a team. That'll do it.
Yeah. So you're there. Max is trying to fucking butter you up by talking to you, and you're like, fuck out of here, man.
Dude, he's so cringy.
You're such
it's
a
this guy.
dick.
Jesus Christ.
Were all the mid 2000s like that?
Yes. You don't remember?
Ah,
So you're back to this fucking...
and you still can't hurt the demon.
No, you're like, oh, what the fuck, man? I closed the hole and everything. I got it. You guys shoot real bullets at him, and that'll bring down his shields.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay. So they shoot bullets at him for what seems like an eternity. And they're, oh my God, the shields are down. So you fight him some more. I forgot to mention this demon has a mouth on his chest where the head is on the other guy's.
Yeah.
I think that was assumed.
Okay. So this is like a fucking bullet sponge or something, because it seems like the battle lasted a while.
No, that's how you make tougher enemies.
That's how you make
Like a
the
bullet
game
sponge.
last more than fucking
Yeah.
40 minutes, I guess.
Yeah, speedruns are 20 minutes long, I saw.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's way too long. Way too long for this game to be playing this game.
So you finally take it down, its eye pops out, and you squish it with your foot. You're like, fuck your eye, dude.
Yeah, it's a pretty big eye.
Yeah, it was pretty big, like basketball size.
Yeah.
Big eye.
But then the big fucker's dead. And you're like, this voice in your head is like, are you satisfied? And you don't answer because it's a voice in your head and you just
You're
look
like-
crazy
You're
otherwise.
like, nah, I got to kill a lot more demons yet.
Yeah. And a paper shows up. It's like, you win. You killed the shit out of demons. Good job.
So that was the voice in your head was called. They called the darkness, right?
Makes sense.
I guess.
I thought it was like a Venom situation.
Oh, very well could be.
I thought it was like the devil. Whoever brought you back. you
Whatever
know?
gave her the power.
For some reason, she heard voices,
Yeah.
and then they never explain it. Oh, this is also the part where a newspaper rolled across the screen that says, "The Great War is over, and a beautiful witch saved the earth."
Yeah.
I don't know why I have to add that second part.
Yeah, you could have just said,
And how did they
beautiful
know she was
person.
a witch?
yeah.
She must have told them. There must have been a fucking reporter there.
Yeah, she liked to tell people that.
She loved it. She's like,
Hey, you a reporter? I'm a witch. Come here.
it's like, look what you did to me, Dad. You released the demons, and now, you guessed it, I'm a witch. You always
The
said it.
next logical thing to happen, for sure.
I had to kill my dad. It's really gothy, emo.
So the rest of the world's still plagued with demons.
Which I'm sure you're going to go and fight in Bullet Witch 2.
Yeah. And you're the shining hope, according to Maxwell, or the voice. I don't remember who says that.
They're the same person.
But Max is like, hey, we're going to get on this helicopter and go fuck some more demons up. You want to come with? And the voice is like, don't get on that fucking flying machine. So you're like,
nah.
You're like, nah.
At least he's trying to save you from the cringy Max Cougar.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
That had to be that's what I assumed it was, because after this, doesn't he give her a hug?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, is that a smile? Huh?
Oh, yeah.
You should really smile more. Makes you look cuter.
They love it when you say you should smile more. Women love that.
Yeah.
You're really pretty when you smile.
How do you think I get all the ladies?
You make them pancakes?
And they smile. And then I comment on it.
And how much prettier they are now.
That's syrup and butter on your lip.
In case you're a young person listening to this, don't ever fucking say that. Just don't. You're an asshole. Don't.
Yeah, so I thought the helicopter was going to blow up in the
So
sky.
did I, but they didn't.
I know, that would have been so cool. But they just take off. She's left by herself. And credits roll. There's papers coming up. One of the papers says Joan of Arc is in France. The fuck was that?
I skipped the credits.
Oh, I watched them all because I saw that one. I was like, what? It was like Tower of Pisa struck by lightning and destroyed. I figured that might have been her.
Maybe.
That checks out, sure.
Yeah, maybe they call her Joan of Arc. Maybe she went to France and then Italy.
Because yeah.
Maybe they're implying that.
Then there's something about a vaccine. I was like, "Ooh, right.
Yeah, good luck getting that. 1,000 people left and there's only like 500 will take it. I got rights.
And then there's a meteor shower in the Amazon, big fire. But it still says there's people are making progress. The world's getting back on track. There's interim governments going on.
Which makes it seem like there's a lot more than just a handful of people left.
Right?
If there's more than one government trying to keep.
And are there big demons everywhere?
I kind of got that, but
I kind of thought so, because you did fight at least two.
But now that I'm thinking about it, when you first got to New York in the beginning of the game, it was like regular and fine in New York. And then by the end, it was rubble.
Yeah.
So
it's like that just happened?
That's what I'm wondering. Did these huge demons just now show up?
No, it's been 3 years, because in the beginning it says 2011, the demons start walking the earth.
I don't know, maybe they... But then that leads me to believe
they had to
that
unionize
they must have
first.
fucked up another place first, right? Like, maybe they fucked up Russia. That's where the hole was or whatever.
No, the hole was in fucking New York. They flew to it like in 20 minutes.
Well,
And her dad did.
It's at least close to New York, yeah.
It's from wherever she's from, I'd assume. I don't know.
Probably Canada.
Yeah.
there's so many goddamn questions that don't make any sense.
There's a lot more questions than answers in this game, but that's the end of
That's
it.
why you play the sequel.
Still waiting on it.
There was so many. This is one of those games that felt like someone made the game and the levels and the gameplay, and it's like, I don't know, we'll just fucking stick in a story here somewhere.
Probably.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was. They're like, oh, do we have to answer how did her dad know about the resurrection? Or what happened to the mother? Or
Like,
what's
if it
that
sells a
voice?
lot, we'll explain that later.
Yeah, that's like, maybe that's what they were thinking.
We'll retcon it.
But it's also early 2000s. They weren't really into, some games weren't really into the story, especially like shooters.
Fair. This did look glitchy and shit, too. I don't know.
It didn't look like a AAA title. It looked like a lower budget one.
Yeah, it's probably why I never heard of it.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it until. Did you pick this, or was this a fan recommendation?
No, this was me. This was straight out of
Recommendations from YouTube.
I Am Panax did a video, so shouts to
Shout
him.
out, I am Panax.
Give them a follow, like, subscribe. And then like, subscribe ours.
Yeah. So that's the end of the game. Boom. You're helping the world get back together.
Yeah, you did it. We got through it. That was something.
It was
definitely something.
something.
I don't feel good about it, but I know who does have an opinion about it. Dr. Scientist.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's been very vocal about it in the group text.
On our Discord server.
Yeah, all the fans know already. They didn't know why Dr. Scientist was mad because we didn't release the game, but They knew it's a good episode. So we're going to get into final thoughts, and we got 3 questions for you, Dr. Scientist.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to play it now? Did the story get your goat? What score you think you'd give it out of 27 thumbs up?
We do stars on this podcast, bro.
27 stars, 27 unicorns, whatever. 27 out of 27. What would you give it?
Would I play it? Probably not. Not a huge fan of the third person over the shoulder.
You love over the shoulder shooters.
I mean, but I do. There are a couple that are good, like Infamous or like that.
Uncharted?
or Infamous.
Yeah, I was gonna say the new God of War,
Yeah,
but
it's not really. Yeah.
but that's kind of a different type of game.
Yeah.
Did the story work for me? It's okay, I guess. I mean, a guy loses his daughter and tries to bring her back, and then unleashes demons on everything, and the daughter's going around killing demons.
Right.
Makes sense.
That's basically the whole story.
Yeah, literally.
Literally, yeah. I told it a lot quicker. Which isn't bad, but there was a lot that needs to be explained that wasn't. Max Cougar's cringy. It bothered me a lot.
That was rough. It was rough.
Yeah, it was terrible.
But she seemed all right. I mean, it seemed like whoever made Bayonetta stole this, basically.
That's fair.
Because Bayonetta is just like this with more story, like more explanations and stuff.
More lore. Was Bayonetta also a witch? She was, right?
Yes, yeah.
A bullet witch.
Yeah, she was a full witch.
She had guns on her feet, bro.
Yeah, and her hands.
That's so true.
Yeah, like, I don't know anything about witches. Guns on their feet. I know that.
But, it was subpar story-wise. The characters, only 2 characters, really. Well, 3 if you count the dad, but...
The voice.
I don't know if that's a character. But, I'll give it an okay score of 4 stars out of 27.
That's okay to you.
That's almost... You gave Time Shift 5. And you like this better than Mirror's Edge.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Mirror's Edge has... I don't know. I can't stand the... Society's mean to me. I'm going to make a thing about it kind of thing.
That's right.
But, I mean, it was better than Shadows of the Damned. So I put it 1 up above it. Which is almost the same game, but not.
All right.
But that was my thoughts on Boule Twitch. What about you, Papa Scotch? Would you play it? Would you... Wait. That's a different thing.
Was that the end of the question? You got more?
No, I screwed the whole thing up. You can just answer them.
Would you play it now?
Yeah. I was doing the thing from the beginning. But
The story work in your eyes. How many stars out of 27 in your eyes?
In your
Rhyming eyes with eyes? Nice.
The light, the heat, your eyes. I am complete.
Does this video make me want to play it? No, it makes me want to not play it harder. And before this, I didn't know this game existed. I want to play it less than when I knew it didn't exist. It was a smattering of stuff. I didn't understand a lot of the plot that went through, which is, I think, went beyond normal, me not understanding stuff. my baseline not picking stuff up. Because, yeah, they made it sound like Max Cougar, which is a great name, and the witch, Alicia. That's a real name. I think that's what they call her.
Yeah.
She, like, they're the last chance that Earth has to save themselves from demons, but at the same time, there's newspapers, there's people running around, there's a whole society still operating. So it felt silly. It didn't make a lot of sense.
It's fair.
It didn't make sense that she could just, because of witch powers, stand on top of a plane and shoot down a flying demon, other than the fact that it looked cool.
It did.
Yeah, that looked like a lot like a Bayonetta scene too. But
Absolutely, like when she rode the missile in Bayonetta.
yeah.
Oh, man. So, it doesn't make me want to play it. Did the story work for me? No, too many loopholes. The newspaper gimmick was fucking stupid. Usually it's a trite gimmick that people use to, like, move plot along, but this was just commenting on what was happening.
Yeah, it was just like a summary every time the scene changed.
Yeah, and it was too dumb. It wasn't clever. They didn't do anything fun with it at all. I really did not like the newspaper bit. And then the whole fact that the world revolves, like, they always do this in Eastern games where the whole world revolves around the main character. Like everything that happened, they're not just dealing with a bad situation. Everything that happened was because of them and some family member or some kind of crazy backstory or something like that.
Yeah, I got you.
And even in a world where witches and demons and there's a demon hole and the demons come from the demon hole to attack Earth, even in this universe, if we buy all that, it still seems ridiculous that she was the center of everything.
Yeah.
So, doesn't work for me. What score would I give it? I think, man, we've had some stinkers this year. Shit.
They're all going to get worse.
I'll wait till you see what's next week. I'm going to give it a 3.
No.
I just really didn't like it. I thought anything good about it has been done better somewhere else. A lot better. And it just didn't make me want to be in this universe anymore. A universe where fucking Max Cougar is running shit.
Yeah.
And no one's like, hey, dude, you can't say that to people.
He's like a general in the army. That shouldn't even exist anymore.
They're like, how about you fight these demons instead of hitting on this lady? Like, let's get shit together here.
Yeah.
He's like, but she has such pretty eyes. Like,
I like how she sounds like Bentley.
That's the only voice I can do. But yeah, stinker all around. What about you, Sir Chump Slap?
Mm-hmm.
Are you playing this game now? Did the story suck a cow? What score you give her now?
Out of 27.
Out of 27, sorry.
Would I play it now? Probably not. I mean, it looked like just... I didn't see her pick up ammo once. Where did that ammo all come
She
from?
might have picked it up. Who knows?
I don't know.
I didn't actually
I
watch
watched
the
some
speed
playing.
run,
And it just... It didn't seem like there was enough to actually playing it. There's like 3 enemies. 4 if you count the flying guy who you just take down easily because you can't really move anyway. So
Right.
So no, I won't play it. Seems boring. Did the story suck a cow? Like, if that's a good thing, I don't know. But the story was meh. I mean, it was a story. It didn't. It just like throws you in the middle of this world where all the demons are taking over, and you're like, okay, why? Oh, because you were brought back to life. Okay, how are you gonna fix? Oh, you're just gonna close that hole? Like nobody can fight these demons otherwise. Like, couldn't the army just shoot these fuckers down? You needed their help to take down the big fucking guy anyway.
Yeah.
So it didn't really make sense. How did these little fucking demons with guns? They were just killing people with guns. How'd they just take over the world?
Because they're demons,
That's
bro.
the thing. They were fighting the entire time.
Yeah.
Like, and I assume they were killing some demons, or at least those Geist guys. We see them getting shot. The Bone Soldiers.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, how did they not? They seem like the big problem. And how many big demons could there have been? I don't know.
And that's the other thing that doesn't make sense to me. Now I'm stepping on your
That's
segment
fine.
here, but these Geist characters who are the soldiers that are like the day-to-day operators that do the work and the bidding, how are they smart enough to like operate tanks and like strategize and shit?
I didn't know if they were humans that were taken over after death and brought back. But that's not what it sounds like. It sounds like they're just coming out of this demon hole.
Yeah, exactly.
And they just know all this shit. And why didn't anybody else know about the demon hole? Did Maxwell just hold this fucking book until he found a witch? Why didn't he tell other
Or
people?
did he just coincidentally just find it?
Yeah.
Well, he said
exactly.
that someone found it and brought it back. But
Oh, yeah, you're right. He did say that. But I don't know. It seemed silly. It seemed like this was all avoidable. And why didn't the Bullet Witch... She must have come out that hole. No?
I don't know. She just resurrected from wherever she was dead, I guess.
I guess.
They don't
Fuck
really,
if
they don't
I-
really explain too much about the
She was
process.
in a plane crash, though. I don't know. The whole thing was just silly. Just was a stupid excuse to have whatever the fuck this game was. So, no, the story worked as basically a story, but there's way too many holes, plot holes,
Demon holes.
demon holes for my
Nice.
liking.
Dr. Scientist.
Bringing it back.
Nice.
Very nice.
So out of 27, what'll I give it? I don't know. I don't know what I'd score other things, but
Go with your heart. It's inside you the whole time, Yugi.
I'll give it a 5.
Oof. That's a whopping 12.
I mean,
That's got to be one of the better games we did this year.
it's up there. Top 50% at least.
That is one less than we gave Scarface. The World Is Yours.
Oh, son of a
that's
bitch. I know I
sad.
should have went with 6.
It bothers you that much that Scarface was
Yeah.
better than this?
Yes.
And then for the stinkers this year, Mirror's Edge was an 8, Homefront and Freedom Fighters were 7s.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
The only thing above Scarface, The World Is Yours, was the 13. Time Shift was a 14.
Wow. We did do a lot of shitty games this year.
Yeah, we really did. And every time I think, like, I'm going to pick a shitty game, this will be fun, we'll light this game up. And then we do, but I don't feel good about it afterwards. You know? Like, I don't. I always think I will.
Yeah. It's always
But
like,
I
oh, this is
don't.
going to be a good one. We're going to get some laughs. And then it's like, oh, I feel bad for the people who made this fucking thing.
It hurts that none of us are like, no, you guys are wrong. It is a great game, and here's why. We're all just like, yes, game fucking blew, didn't it? Oh, buddy. But at least the good news is it doesn't look like it's going to make the bottom 5 of the year.
All right. That makes me feel a little better.
Hope the sequel's better.
Any day now it's supposed to come out.
Yeah.
But if we got nothing else to say about this, I guess, game,
Nah, let's put it to bed.
You can call it a game.
let's go ahead and move on to our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Scientist Classic Wrestling Finisher Lock of the Week.
We're really scraping the bottom of the barrel now.
I kind of mistimed it and I didn't know what to do.
That was the battle cry. Ah.
Woo!
There we go. There's at least something wrestling. Every week, we ask Dr. Scientist for a 100% guaranteed wrestling finisher lock of the week, and he never lets us down. This week, Dr. Scientist, what can we use in a street fight?
Oh, well, you'll need a buddy for this tag team wrestling move.
Ooh.
And I could do, well, you may not be able to pull it off the same way, but you could probably pull it off in a street fight.
All right.
It's from the tag team known as the Eliminators, and their finishing move, Total Elimination.
Wow, very creative.
Very, very.
When you're good,
What's this
you don't
about?
need to be
What's this about?
creative.
What happens with this tag
All
team
right.
move?
Both wrestlers from the tag team stand facing their opponent, and
From the same side?
one on each side, left and the right.
Okay.
Okay, I'm visualizing
And
it.
simultaneously, one spins around and leg sweeps him, while the other one spins around and kicks him in the face.
I like it.
It looks pretty cool. And if you can pull it off in a street fight with your buddy, you probably can't stand there for a second before you do it. But
It's like, oh, you swept him too fast. Get him back up.
he's not going to stand there like, oh, groggy like the wrestlers do. But yeah, it looks cool. It's a pretty cool finishing move. Maybe one you can pull off if you're like vibing with your partner.
All right.
Oh, it does look pretty cool. I'm just watching it on YouTube.
It probably won't kill somebody. So
Well, I think if you do it correctly,
They'll hit their head on the ground probably. Yeah.
yeah, if you do it wrong, like a neck is getting snapped. So don't do this
fair enough.
in a street fight. You don't want to kill anybody.
Or do you?
But that'll take us
You
to our
don't.
favorite segment of every week, which is Chump Slaps. Would you rather?
Woo!
Yeah.
Because I guess we're just doing sound effects. Every week we ask Chump Slap a would you rather question, and every week he's got to explain himself. And this week, Sir Chump Slap, I got a good one for you.
Oh, fucking A. It's about time we get a good one.
I know, right? I've been slacking, but this one, I think you'll like it.
All right.
Sir Chump Slap,
Yes.
would you rather change genders every time you sneeze? Or not be able to tell the difference between a donut and a baby?
Wow.
Did you take some acid and write this one down?
Yeah, really. How high were you when you came up with this one?
See, that's the beauty of it. I stole it. But, so again, that was change genders every time you sneeze,
Or eat a baby every once in a while.
or accidentally possibly eat a child.
So
every time you see, like, if you walked into, oh my God, if you walked into a Krispy Kreme where they're making those fresh donuts on the roller, you just see babies coming out.
or I would see nothing because I couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah.
Or it could be just a regular donut or nothing. Yeah.
Or you could go to the daycare in town and see the same thing.
Yeah. I think
Is it like colorblind where he can't tell the difference?
it's like I think it's a Dunkin' Donuts. I'll take that one. The one with the sprinkles. What the fuck are you talking about?
You got to answer his question, though.
I think I'll take the gender changing. I think it'd be interesting.
Yeah, and you can't really control it.
I know sometimes I have like 4 sneezes in a row too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's the worst that happens? Oh my God, he doesn't wear a bra. I don't wear a bra as a female either.
That'd be fantastic. I just like to see. Oh, there goes my wiener.
Yeah, imagine if he's standing to piss
what?
and he
Yeah,
sneezes.
if I'm in the middle of a piss, that'd be crazy.
Piss all over your pants. You gotta sit down to be safe.
Yeah, I do at work. 'Cause it's the only time I gotta sit down.
That's amazing. And little sad.
Yeah. Plus, it'd be interesting to see how the other half lives once in a while. Would I still be a fat slob?
I wonder what it's like being in your 40s and finally getting your first period.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
You like, hey, Mom, got to give me the birds and the bees talk from the other side. You know?
What? Why? It's a gypsy cursed me, and now every time I sneeze,
Why do you have tampons
do the old
in here?
switcheroo.
Does he look exactly the same and just loses the wiener?
Yes.
So just the genitals
I
change.
guess.
Sure. Whatever.
And I guess we have to clarify that gender in this case means biological
Yeah.
Yeah.
sex
there we go.
at birth,
What if I'm...
not gender.
Bear with me. What if I'm knuckle deep and I sneeze?
Jeez.
You fucking brought it up.
You still haven't picked one, by the way.
I did. I said gender.
Oh, okay. All right. Sex.
Sex,
So
gender.
you're with gender. You're willing to just. I think at that point, if everything was determined by your sneeze, you'd figure out how to make yourself sneeze somehow, whether if it's like black pepper or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
What is this, a cartoon?
With like a stopped sneeze that was like... What would that do?
Only one way to find out, buddy.
True.
Christ. Well, let's say someone had a lot of opinions about what it's like to live with this condition where every time they sneeze, they switch biological sex at birth. Where could they send that email to, Sir Chump?
Send that to plottytime@gmail.com. I'll read, respond. Might tell these guys about it. Who knows?
There we go. Perfect. And if they want to get to us faster on the socials with more swearing and pictures of donuts that kind of maybe look like babies, where would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At Plotty Time on Instagram, Twitter, and Cash App. Send them some Bitcoin and stonks our way.
Nice.
There we go. Perfect. And you can go to plottytime.com. Takes us to our eBay storefront to buy some shit. And like and subscribe on YouTube. That really helps us out as well. But that does it for us. So get out there, play some video games. Don't trust Dr. Scientist, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.
Woo!